everybody, Ryan Riell here, ready for another episode of the San Diego Stories. Today I am joined by Haley Linden with Pretty Please. Haley, welcome to the show. How are you today?
Doing great. Thanks for having me on the show.
You bet, you bet. All right, so tell me, give us the basics of Pretty Please and who you are.
Well, we're Pretty Please located in the Del Mar Highlands, and we've been around for like over a decade. My mom's the owner of the store, and we sell women's clothing and apparel and gift items, and that's the basic overview of Pretty Please.
Very nice, very nice. So tell us how Pretty Please came into existence. When did it start? Give us the basics of what's going on, when it started and why.
So my mom had been working for her dad in the shoe retail business for pretty much all her life, and an opportunity came up for her to start a clothing store. And but at that time, she was diagnosed with breast cancer, so kind of put a stall to her next phase of life. But she came out, survived, has been in remission now for over 10 years. And right after she opened the stores, and that was back in 2007. And so we've been in the same spot for, over 10 years.
Very nice. And where are you guys located at?
So we're in the Del Mar Highlands Center, which is off Del Mar Heights Road, on the lower section. So there's a ton of little boutiques here, and it's just a great little spot with a ton of options.
Nice. So that's more off of Del Mar Highlands Road and El Camino Real, more closer to El Camino Real side.
Yes, we're right on El Camino with the Sinopolis and Jimbo's. We're in that center.
Oh, perfect. That's a wonderful location. All right. Well, cool. Well, tell us about what Pretty Please does. What are you guys selling? Who are you catering to? Give us the what's going on with what you guys are doing and selling.
Yeah, so we try to cater best to our community. So we try to offer a wide range of selection for the women and girls in the area. So we have our shop organized by color. We offer anything from dresses to pants to little gift accessories like jewelry. So really, and we try to keep our product fresh. So we're always trying to bring in new stuff every week. So because people come here, to do their errands, and we want to make sure we have something new if they're wanting to stop by and take a look.
All right. That makes sense. So it's primarily aiming at the women that are out there.
Yeah. I mean, if the men want to come and shop for their girlfriends or wives, then we're willing to help those guys out too.
Awesome. That will be, so if I need to come in and get something for some reason, I'm going to be able to rely upon you guys to help me find the right thing and to make it work.
Exactly. Yes. We'll show you around, and most likely your girlfriend or your whoever has been shopping here, so we can look them up in our system and really suggest, things that they like.
Okay. I love it. I love it. So how did you guys get to choosing the Carmel Valley Del Mar area?
So when my mom was looking back in 2007, we're from Carlsbad, so we started looking there and slowly worked our way south and landed here and just fell in love with the center because there was other boutiques in the area, and just it was so integrated into a day-to-day life in the community. There's a grocery store, there's a car wash. It's just, you don't have to go to a mall, and it just gives that more personal feel to be in a community center. So that's the selling point for her.
I like it. I like it. So how would you differentiate Pretty Please from some of the other boutiques that cater to women? What makes Pretty Please stand out from the competition?
Well, we really try to get to know our community and the people who come in. We're not here to sell you anything. We want to get to know you and help you find what you're looking for. And we also try to provide a great selection of stuff. So things that, range in price range and range in style as well. We are not that typical, high-end boutique. We have stuff here for $20. So that's the goal.
Cool. So you hit all the different price points. So there are less expensive items, and then we can go up, to the very more expensive things.
Yeah, maybe ranging in the $100, $10 range, but that's pretty much the highest price point we have here.
Nice. That's a good selection. All right. So what is your role more directly with Pretty Please? I know you guys also have another boutique, so tell us a little bit about what Haley does on a day-to-day or maybe a weekly basis. What are some of your roles and responsibilities?
Yeah, so as I said, my mom's the owner, so I've become a part owner in the company, and I also function as a general manager. So we have Daisy Blue, which is down the way. So I stop in, I check on the girls and our team, I make sure the store's merchandise right, and I take notes because I also partake in the buying part of it. So that means I go up to LA and markets and buy product. And I'm also part of like our headquarters team. So I do the human resources side, the payroll. So I kind of have my fingers in a ton of different pies. So it's really fun because you get to like mix it up day to day. But my favorite part of the job is coming in, working with our team, and really like getting to know the girls that or women that shop in our stores because I love helping those people out and making them feel helped and like helping them find what they're really looking for.
I love it. I love it. Now I know I've been to Daisy Blue. I actually got the Mother's Day gift from my wife, from my daughter and I. So she got a really outstanding tank top and a little necklace, and she loves them both. She says they're amazing. So we'll have to get another episode scheduled later on for to go more into Daisy Blue. So all right, cool. Now I know that the coronavirus, everyone's very aware of that. We also know that San Diego County is starting to open up businesses. We know that retail has been allowed to open. I'm not super clear on that. I know a lot of businesses are not. So fill us in on what's going on with you guys. I know you were open previously before that was lifted by appointment or something along those lines. And so tell us what you were doing during the actual stay-at-home order and how we're transitioning now that we're going to phase 2 of the lifting of the stay-at-home order.
Right. So during the stay at home, we were pretty much just doing like virtual styling appointments. Occasionally we would have like a one-on-one shopping appointment. And with those sales, like we could, drop it off curbside for people or deliver it to the homes. But now that that's semi been lifted for businesses. A lot of businesses are doing curbside pickup. And so we're doing that as well. And we're also following like big box companies like Macy's. So what Macy's has done is they're providing their employees and customers coming in their store with masks and hand sanitizers. And people are allowed to shop, and we're limiting how many people can come in the store, and we're really promoting by appointment only. So max that would be in the store at a time is 3 customers. And they're allowed to try things on, but anything that's tried on, we're going to put aside for at least 24 hours, which is what Macy's doing. And if items are returned or exchanged, those items are as well put aside for 24 hours. And wiping down of the dressing rooms, the counters, the credit card machines, we're taking every precaution we can because we haven't received a ton of guidelines, but we know we need to keep our space clean and put things aside that we know will help prevent the spread of it, because we want people to come in, but we want to be safe about it too.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. So safety is in the forefront of your guys' mind. That's great to hear. So if somebody, and so at the very end, anyone who's watching the video, or if you're watching a clip of this, at the very end, we're going to have all of the contact info and the address and everything for Pretty Please. So if you want to call them and make an appointment, set up a one-on-one, whatever it is, you're going to be able to. The info will come at the end. So how much guidance have you received from anybody, let's say San Diego County, San Diego? Has there been a lot of guidance on reopening?
There has not been really any guidance. It's all been local businesses kind of coming together saying like, this is what I've heard, this is what I'm doing. So we're really kind of coming together as a community to try to support each other, but also again be safe, because we want to prevent the spread of the virus. So
mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so for the gals that are out there, or husbands who feel that they want to get their wives or significant others something nice to come out of the coronavirus in, if they're wanting to come to the store, do they need to call? Is there a website link? How do they set up an actual one-on-one appointment with you?
So if you email us or contact us through social media, that's going to be the best way for right now, because we're still working on our website. And if you're even in the neighborhood, like to swing by and pop your head in to say like, can we schedule this time? Whatever's more convenient for everyone, we want to try to do our best to make it as easy as possible, and to help you out, shop for your loved ones.
All right. And so then let's say that somebody emails, they get in touch with you guys on social media. They're going to come to the appointment. What do they need to bring with them in terms of personal protective equipment, like a mask, gloves, whatever that is? What are you guys providing in terms of protecting and keeping the customer safe?
Right. So we will be providing masks and hand sanitizers. We will not have gloves. So if you forget your mask or whatever at home, then that's no problem. We provide them. You keep them. They're free. But yeah, I feel like everyone has a mask now, but just in case, we have them here. And it's going to be right at the front door when they come in. So hand sanitize, mask on, and then they can continue to shop.
All right. I love it. I love it. Okay. So that's basically the plan for the foreseeable future. What's the basic thought process, or is there a plan that you guys as small businesses in the area are looking 2-3 weeks ahead, maybe a month ahead? How are we looking at moving through the reopening of the economy?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's all just playing it by ear. We love to, really truly open back up. But again, we want to prevent this thing getting worse than what it is. So I think limiting shoppers to 3 at a time and by appointment only, like that's how we're going to take it day by day. And with hopes that, it remains as is with the virus and the spread, and go from there and just kind of keep our ears out for what the government has to say, or, other local stores are doing. So
that makes sense to me. All right. Well, so we've covered how people can now come back. They can start shopping again with Pretty Please. We'll get to Daisy Blue here in the near future. Same basic guidelines for Daisy Blue.
Exactly. Yep. Okay. They'll have the mask, the hand sanitizer, same thing.
All right. Perfect. All right, cool. And so then once they get into the store, they have the mask on, you provide it, they bring it, hand sanitizer. Walk us through the shopping experience. Let's say that a lady is coming in and she's wanting to get a new outfit with a piece of jewelry to go with it for, a business casual event, right? What would that process look like? She comes to the store, she has the mask on and everything.
Right. So one of our stylists will be here wearing masks, having been cleaned and all that, and they will suggest whatever items that, to make the shopping experience easier. And if that customer wants to try it on, then we'll set them up in a dressing room that's been cleaned, and we'll clean it afterwards, of course. And if they're in there and they can't find whatever it is they're looking for, we'll keep suggesting, because we know pretty much all the product in our store, and we can really kind of guess what will work for you, because we've seen the product on so many different shapes and sizes of women. And once you found what you want, we'll ring you up and make sure credit card machines, wipe down. We have hand sanitizer as well as at our counters. And that's kind of the roundup of it.
I like it. So now I know that everybody is making a lot out of social distancing. And so there are obviously circumstances in regular life where you are going to come into contact with people closer than 6 feet. Right. Trying on clothing, and having a stylist work with you, I could envision that could be challenging. How are you guys working with that? You're doing your best to keep 6 feet. I know everyone's wearing masks and all that. Fill me in there.
Yeah, so again, we're going to try our best to do the social distancing with the circumstances. Again, it's what Macy's has kind of come up with of, we're going to educate our team members and do our best to keep 6 feet. So, and we can easily show someone something with 6 feet apart. So that We're going to do our best to implement.
All right, that makes sense. Well, it definitely sounds like you guys have the safety and the welfare of your customers in the forefront of your mind. I think that's absolutely wonderful. Haley, is there anything you want to add? I'm out of questions at this point. Is there anything that you want to add about Pretty Please for everybody out there who's watching?
No, I mean, we love to see your faces, but if you're not comfortable coming in, just follow us on social media. DM us, message us if you like anything you see. Even if not, send a review in, follow us, like us, comment on posts, even for local boutiques. That kind of interaction is going to be great for their business in these troubled times. So that's it. We want to keep everyone going through this, and that's the small way we can do to help everyone out.
I love it. All right, everybody. Well, we're going to get all the contact info, email, social, all that good stuff up on once the interview ends. Just keep playing the video. It'll show up. Hit the pause button. All right, Haley, thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate your time. I'm glad you guys are out there making it happen. I am very impressed with all the small businesses, you guys especially, who are looking around, trying to figure out how do we keep people safe, looking to multiple businesses, the big businesses, etc. I think that is just a testament to you guys as a business and as a community in general. I think it's wonderful.
Well, thank you so much, Brian. We're doing what we can, and I appreciate you spreading our story and our, business to the community.
My pleasure. My pleasure. All right, everybody. So that'll be the end of this episode. Get out, support small businesses. This is Pretty Please. They're in the Delmar Highlands Town Center, more closer to the El Camino Real side versus the Delmar Highlands Road side, or Delmar Heights Road. So anyways, there you go, everybody. Have a great week. Go support small businesses, and we'll see you next time.